And good morning, everyone. Happy New Year to you, and welcome to this day. It is, well, the first day for us being on the air in 2019. It is January 2nd, and appropriate weather out there for this time of the year. I'll get to that in just a moment. On our show today, the CEO of AgeWell Senior Services, Steve Moyer, is here, and going to talk about maybe what's coming up for them for the new year, and wishing you all a happy holiday. And also, we're going to bring you a segment from Social Services, as well as El Toro Pharmacy, and also Memorial Care today. Now, as far as meetings, the meetings are beginning to get back on track, and I say beginning because there's still not a lot of meetings this week, but GRF has their regular board meeting, a little different. That's because New Year's fell on a Tuesday. So they are the only meeting today at 9:30 in the boardroom, and then really there's only a couple other meetings this week. They'll get back on track as they get into next week. Now let's get to the cold weather, but it's beautiful out, isn't it? This is what it should be. This is our winter, and at our house this morning it was 39 degrees. That was probably about 6 o'clock this morning, so it got very chilly. We're going to keep up with that for the next few days. Cold and clear, as you can see, averaging in the mid to low 60s at best. I might even have those temperatures 1 or 2 degrees a little bit higher, but I look at a couple sources, and I always I look at 3 sources usually, and I kind of average those out. Overnight, you can see in the low 40s, and here's the difference, though, as we get to Saturday and Sunday. There's a storm system that's coming in. Now, for us, it's looking like right now it's kind of like Saturday evening. There's no pinpoint on time yet. We're still a little bit too much in the week. But it could be anywhere from a ½ inch to an inch of rain around Southern California. So it's a pretty good system that will primarily be overnight Saturday and throughout Sunday as it stands right now. And then maybe some more rain as we get about a week from today. Here are the temperatures, and you can see just for us anyway. I mean, if let's face it, if this was Boston, they'd be in shorts and t-shirts right now. They're probably laughing at us because we're all bundled up when it's in the low 60s. 59 degrees the average for the beaches. But look at Big Bear, 37 is their high today. Nice and clear up there. Man, if you are a skier, this would be the next few days to be up there. 18 is their low. And Palm Springs, 62 degrees, 39 overnight. And so that is very cold for out there in Palm Springs. But again, this is how it should be, right? I don't want it. Sometimes it's 80 degrees on New Year's. I want it cold. That's just me. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
I choose to make friends out of neighbors.
I choose to start a new chapter.
I choose to live an active lifestyle.
Choose to experience the good life at Villa Valencia. Call or visit us today.
For more information, visit medterracbd.com.
Adapt to It believes that you should be able to do the activities at home that are important to you. Being safe and independent in bathing and mobility will make you feel happy and self-sufficient. Let the professionals at Adapt to It assist you to choose the perfect items to help you live the beautiful life you deserve. Adapt to It delivers, bills Medicare, and many of our products are made here in the USA. When you can't change it, adapt to it.
And I'd like to welcome back with us today Steve Moore. He's the CEO of Agewell Senior Services that, of course, operate the Florence Sylvester Center that many of you go to on sometimes a daily basis. So it's great to have you here, and welcome back.
Thank you.
Happy
New Year to you also, Ken.
Now, I have a question for you, and
Yes.
that is, what's coming up for the year? Is there any kind of new things?
Well, I'll tell you, we are very. First of all, I'd like to give a big thank you to Laguna Woods Village community for their support of Agewell Senior Services, Florence Sylvester Memorial Senior Center in 2018, and also what everybody has done to support our organization and the most recent Live OC, Give OC campaign. Without the tremendous support that we've had with the community, we couldn't continue to do our services. So in 2019, we have a lot that's going on. We're actually expanding. We've got roughly about a 7% increase that we're expecting in our services, and that's kind of across the board as more and more seniors move into that age group. So we're preparing ourselves as an organization to be able to deal with that and hopefully accommodate that with continued great support from the community.
Now, besides, we all know Florence Sylvester, but you also operate the Norman P. Murray, and there's a few other places I know up where I live in RSM. There's
the Bell Tower. Sure. And we have a total of 9 locations that we operate in a very similar fashion. We've also most recently been contacted by a group in San Diego County, and so potentially we may be expanding into San Diego County.
Okay.
Our whole mission is to, as a nonprofit, is to take care of seniors, and that's where our heart is, and that's what we want to do. The more we can do, the more services we can provide, the better it is for this world in our eyes. So.
How are you going to be, you said expanding, is that just some of the extra services that you'll be offering, or hours?
We're looking at Meals on Wheels, and in addition, we're looking at transportation.
Okay.
Those are 2 really big needs that, and the biggest part, that's really our wheelhouse as far as our services. So as we do that, as we expand, obviously we have to get additional funds too.
Right.
The other thing that I'll tell you, Ken, that we honestly would like to do at such time as we do get the funds, and that is to expand the Florence Sylvester Center.
Oh, we would physically expand it, do you mean?
Yes, we would love to put on a second, potentially 3rd story in the event that we're able to get funding for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be very nice.
Yeah.
And as
well needed.
Yeah, as you've said before, the services or the needs are only going to increase.
Yes. We're seeing in our areas roughly 7% per year, and that's compounded. So that's pretty dramatic. The Florence Sylvester Memorial Center, that is one that we own outright, and one, quite frankly, that offers all the services that we have.
The others you just kind of work out of, right, or lease out. I'm not sure how your agreement is.
Yeah, in certain instances we lease out. We have control of the whole center, and others we have in community centers. We operate out of a certain part of that community center.
Right, that's like the Bell Tower.
Exactly, that's dedicated strictly to seniors.
Right,
yes.
All right. So I know that you're always looking for volunteers, particularly Meals on Wheels, right?
That is what really makes our organization go. Without the volunteers, we could not do the things that we do. We have roughly 600 volunteers in our organization. So that's how we can be lean at the administrative level And that allows us, out of every dollar that is donated to our organization, 90 cents goes directly to the fund, directly to the service provided. We're not top heavy as far as administrative.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah.
And that's good to know, because there are a lot of organizations that are, they might be very good organizations, but it's always good to look at how much of every dollar you're giving is really going back to the needs. And of course, the people that work for the organization, they need to be paid and taken care of and all that. However, it's something to always sort of look at and see.
It's very important. Any time that you donate to or you give gifts of any kind to a nonprofit organization, you really want to see how it's structured. You want to make sure that it goes towards services, a vast majority of the
right.
And some of our employees have kidded me and said, administratively, we're as thin as the hair on my head, and that's, that's true.
Yeah. All right. Well, if people want more information, they can go to myagewell.org, and of course, from there you can get information on how to give. There's many ways, whether it's money, whether it's volunteering, whether it's an annuity type arrangement, whatever it may be. You can find out there.
Yes, that's great. And the last thing, by all means, that I want to say is I want to wish everybody, all the viewers, a very happy new year. And let's make 2019 a year of unity, health, prosperity, and all of us moving forward. Thank you again for all the support that you have given Age Well Senior Services.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you. Take care.
Yep.
We'll be right back.
#1 choice for wood flooring and more is LA Carpet.
Now during their 2-day sale, visit their showroom now and get 65% off wood flooring, laminate, and waterproof flooring.
Plus, get 5-year, 0% financing.
Carpet, #1 for you.
Howdy everyone, my name is Shelby Ronson and I'm with Village Television. We're here at the Florence Sylvester Senior Center checking out what they have going on for the holidays. Let's go! I'm here with Shirley Witt, who is the Director of Operations here at the Florence Sylvester Senior Center. And why don't you tell us what you think it means for the seniors to come here, as well as what it means for you to be helping out for such great people, and especially during the holidays. I know it's an important time.
It's absolutely imperative that we give back to the community, of course. And as you can tell, the staff here and the volunteers here have a big heart for our seniors. And especially at this time of year, we want to make it special, so we kind of liven up the lunches and bring some caroling in. And a lot of these seniors don't have family or don't have family close by. So we want to make this season special for them, a place to come, a place where they're going to feel comfortable, home away from home.
All right, I'm here with Sherry Unholes, and why don't you tell us what goes on into planning events here, and why do you think it's important that people come and join in on the fun at the Senior Center all year round, but mostly during the holidays?
It's a good time for our seniors to come into the center to form some camaraderie and find some friendships. There's a lot of seniors out there in Laguna Woods, and they're alone or they don't have family. And it's a good place to come in. I mean, even if you don't have a lot of friends, tell one of the staff members and we'll sit you in a group of friends that would be welcoming to you. So we try to think of it as a place, it's a home away from home.
And what do you enjoy most about being here?
I love my seniors. Yeah. So just working with them on a daily basis. they honestly have so much to give, and they say that we give to them, but honestly, they're giving to us. So that's what's important.
Okay, so I'm here with Leroy and Rosewood. They're here at the Country Christmas, and did you guys enjoy Cowboy Jack out there?
Yes, absolutely. We love the Merry Country Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Do you guys like to line dance? I saw you line dancing up there.
She does. This is also our date day. Our date day. She has a day off, and so we try to plan things that's very entertaining and exciting. And this is the place to be.
Yeah. What do you like most about being a volunteer? What are some of the amazing things you witness here at the Senior Center?
I like to see when people walk through that door and they're welcomed in, and you see the smile on their face. It's a visual difference than before they came in. And we spread love, we share love, and the food and the entertainment here is just tremendous.
I personally love coming here because of the unity, the peace, and the love, and the sharing, and all that.
I'm sure everyone else is happy to see you, and you guys have probably made a lot of great friends being here from time to time, yeah?
Yes. We did, and not to mention the organization, the Age Well organization, as a matter of fact, Shirley Witt, Cherie, Unholds, all those great people that we love. I don't want to say working with, because as a volunteer, it doesn't feel like a job. It's giving back to the community. And one good thing about being here, if you live in Laguna Woods, you're only 5 minutes away. Come down, join us, hang out, have a good time. It'll enhance your life.
And why don't you tell everyone how they can donate to the Senior Center and the organization?
Age Well Senior Services, that owns and operates the Florence Sylvester Senior Center, is a nonprofit charity. So the best thing to do to help us keep our doors open and to keep the fabulous resources that we do is to donate to the Florence Sylvester Senior Center. You know, $5, $10, $20, $200, whatever you have, especially this time of year. If you're going to give to a charity, keep us in the back of your mind that, you know, you're not only helping one people, but you're helping several hundred people.
All right, well, that was super fun. It was awesome getting to see everyone line dancing and having a good time just watching and enjoying each other's company. I know I had a good time line dancing. I learned a few steps myself. So I just wanted to say happy holidays and hope you all have a safe one. Thank you.
Happy holidays! Come on down.
Hi, I'm John Bowser Bauman. You probably know me best as Bowser from Sha-Na-Na, but I'm also president of Social Security Works PAC. And you know, when I'm in Laguna Woods, I always watch Village Television. Grease for peace.
Welcome back. Social Services is here today, and we have Susan McInerney here, and then we also have Marcy Scheinwold, who is the president of the Foundation of Laguna Woods Village. Welcome, ladies. Hopefully I didn't butcher your names too bad.
It's terrific. Yes. Terrific.
Those are some tough ones to pronounce. So, Susan, we're going to start with you, and tell me a little bit about social services. There's a lot of new people that have moved into the village that may not necessarily know what you're all about.
Social services is here for the residents. Our goal, our mission to say, is to help residents maintain and live the best quality of life that they can. Mm-hmm. So that could mean coming in and just getting a few referrals needed for things, meaning how to get a caregiver or how to ride the bus, how to connect to other services. Or it could be something as big as they're in a real emergency pinch of not being able to afford their electricity. And that is how the foundation helps tremendously for us.
Okay, great. So Marcy, tell me a little bit about the purpose and the history of the foundation and you know, really just what it's all about.
All right. The foundation is a homegrown charity right here in Laguna Woods Village. It was formed in 1997, so we've been here a little over 20 years. And our motto, I guess, tells everything about us. It's neighbors helping neighbors. Our funds come from the village. In turn, all of the money that we spend to help residents goes back to the village. We don't help anybody outside the village walls.
Right.
But as Susan indicated, we are finding that there are residents that are hitting financial times. It may simply be that they're outlived their resources, you know, people are living longer. Right. It may be that they had a medical emergency and it exhausted whatever savings they had. It may be that they hit the donut hole and they have an expensive prescription. It may be that they just came out of the hospital, they need a caregiver, they need Meals on Wheels, they can't afford it. What do?
Right.
One of the best partnerships in Laguna Woods is the foundation working with social services. When people experience their needs, we suggest their first stop, don't pass go directly to social services. And I understand that the phone number is going to be up, or Susan will tell us later. But when somebody needs help financially, they go to social services. Social services documents their need, kind of explains to us what that need is. But I have to tell you one important thing. When they make a request to us for help, for funding, we have no idea who that resident is. Everything is kept confidential. There is no exchange of names. We could be helping one of my neighbors and I would not know.
Okay.
And the other important thing to know is that we pay the vendor. We'll pay the caregiver, we'll pay the ambulance service, we'll buy the medical alert system. We will help the vendor. We pay the vendor directly.
Okay.
So no money goes directly. And our help is temporary. Look, the foundation is not a welfare agency. We provide temporary financial need to residents who are experiencing a financial crisis.
Got it.
That's something we spend a lot of time on. So the way it would, and that's exactly, the confidentiality part is a big deal. So when someone comes in or they have financial need, they call social services first, and the number will be up. They'll talk to our intake coordinator, and she will, from there, write up information, and it will be assigned to a social worker who will, usually the turnaround is very quick, within a day. We'll call the resident and say, let's make an appointment, and then a financial assessment is done. And the reason we're doing that is mostly we want to make sure, okay, if this is an emergency or an ongoing issue. If it's an ongoing issue, we need to look at the big picture and see what resources can we get in there and see why does this keep happening. Because it's not necessarily an emergency if it happens every month.
Right,
So we need to establish a need and then get that resident on the right track. Set them up so that this doesn't keep happening. Because that's a hard, if you're living so close to the edge every month, it's stressful. It's going to lead to other issues. And so we want to make sure, what can we do to help that person? And then other times someone's doing okay, but they had a fall, went to the hospital, came home, needed a caregiver for a period of time, and that just threw them financially in a loop.
And then be expensive.
And then they get the services, the help from the foundation, which is amazing, and then things get better and they're right back on track.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I should point out, when we say neighbors helping neighbors, the foundation is very unique. Laguna Woods Village is very unique. I do not know another community that sustains a charity like this with the support and enthusiasm that this village does. And we are very grateful for that support. And we get letters, anonymous, the names are taken off by social services, thanking for us. I mean, I still remember a letter that we got A woman was living here with her mother. They were both elderly. They had 3 cans of food left in their pantry. And through social services, they were able to get a Stater Brothers grocery card, which we pay for and distribute to residents who are in need. We also started a program with social services where 1 day a month we transport people to the food pantry right here on Watney near Bake Parkway. It's about 3 miles away. And one of our goals working with is to make sure that, as we say, no village resident has to choose between filling a prescription and buying food. And we could not do that without the help of social services.
Okay, all right. So if someone wanted to donate or participate in helping the foundation, what do they do?
Well, they contact us. We have an office right on the first floor of this building.
Okay.
We have a donation box right across from our office. They can put the donation in. We have a website. We have a Facebook page.
Wow, you guys are on it. Okay, what's the website, just so we have that?
Foundation of Laguna Woods Village.org.
Okay.
And on that website, there is a donation portal.
Okay.
And all I can tell you, if that doesn't work for you, get in touch with me.
Well, right, and or also, of course, call social services, and you can go ahead and work
Absolutely.
on that. Okay, all right, great. So the foundation donation box is downstairs on the first floor of the Community Services Building, so they could donate there.
Yes.
Okay, great. And then if they needed help, they would call social services, and that number again is 949-597-4267, right?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, all right, ladies. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
It was really a pleasure.
All right.
Thank you very much. It was very nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Yes, well, I'm not so sure when.
All right, well, we'll be right back after this.
It takes a team effort to provide compassionate care. At Health Plus Medical Supply and El Toro Pharmacy, your personal attention is our top priority. We have everything you need, including stair lifts, rollators, knee walkers, wheelchairs, power wheelchairs, scooters, and car lifts. And we provide all maintenance and installation. Health Plus is located inside El Toro Pharmacy, where we provide the same compassion for your pharmacy and drugstore needs. Located in Moulton Plaza.
Welcome back. Today our guest is from Saddleback Medical Center, Dr. Samer Kanan, who is a thoracic surgeon. He is going to talk to us about robotic-assisted thoracic surgery that treats lung cancer. Dr. Kanan, welcome.
Oh, thank you.
So before we get into the actual surgery, why don't you tell me a little bit about the areas that you specialize in?
Oh, great. Yeah, I'm a thoracic surgeon, which thoracic is a fancy term for the chest, so anything in the chest. I focus on non-cardiac, meaning I don't do bypass surgery, but I'll do everything else. Lung cancer is the predominant condition I treat, but it could be the thymus, diaphragm, esophagus, lymph nodes, anything in the chest, pleura or the lining of the chest. But lung cancer and particularly surgery on patients' lungs for lung cancer is my most common condition or procedures I do, and my passion, so to speak, of what I like to do.
Right, now before we started the show, we were talking about, how long does it take to actually become the type of surgeon that, I know you've been through a lot of training,
Yes.
a lot of schooling, but sometimes people have a particular passion, like you said, for lung cancer. So how did you get involved with that?
Well, during my training, you find what you spend a lot of time doing and enjoying, and I was fortunate to go to some really great institutions like USC and the Brigham Harvard's Hospital, and during that time I learned that spending my time as a thoracic surgeon where I could spend time as a thoracic, kind of a surgical oncologist. There are medical and radiation, but I see myself as a surgical oncologist. And so having that relationship with my patients is really important, and being able to take care of them for years, hopefully, is what I enjoy, and being able to cure them from cancer is my goal. So I really found that very rewarding, and that's kind of where I gravitated, and I'm so happy I did.
That's excellent. Now, okay, so we've got robotic-assisted thoracic surgery now. So how has that changed the way that you do surgery now?
Absolutely. Well, we used to do an open surgery. It was called thoracotomy, and explain to patients, you know, we'd make a large incision and sometimes cut out a rib or break a rib.
Oh, gosh.
They'd be in the hospital 10, 14 days. It might take them months, 3-6 months to recover. And we switched over to video-assisted. We call that VATS, and did that for a few years. And it was an advantage, smaller incisions, but it had limitations. It was two-dimensional, and the instruments were kind of fixed. And so robotic surgery developed, and then became applicable to the thoracic field. And what was nice about that is it was now three-dimensional. And you could zoom in. Instead of the robot arms, now your hands could move. So the precision, we use the term articulation, the ability to rotate and move your wrists and hands. It's incredible. I can now do operations that I think are better cancer operations because I can see the lymph nodes, I can take them all out, I can take the tumor. It's a safer operation. I can see blood vessels. I dissect everything nice and precisely. And, and so instead of a week in the hospital, most of my patients are 2 or 3 nights in the hospital.
Oh, wow.
1 or 2 weeks, and they're back in my office, and they're almost back to full recovery.
Okay.
What I've noticed is able to offer operations to patients who historically we couldn't offer an operation. They were too high risk, or they, so I've operated on people in their 80s and 90s. They've done fantastic. Pain is a huge improvement. Many of my patients have no pain. So I send them home on prescriptions. Half of them tell me they don't even fill their prescriptions. So it's really, I think, revolutionized the idea that it's the same cancer operation. It's just, 8 millimeter
Well, I was going to say, so now you don't have the real large one now, right?
3 or 4 8 millimeter incisions.
Okay.
And that just reduces the pain. It allows a faster return to work or family or the regular activities.
Right.
And it's really, I think, allowed surgeons to, again, do a better, safer operation, which is really the goal. Right? You want to cure patients. And so I'm excited, and I think that the technology has developed, and it's exciting.
So you don't have to break a rib doing this either, right? You just sort of bypass it.
Correct.
That's great.
Yeah,
and you said you could zoom in.
Right. What's nice is the video assisted camera, and historically was just a simple camera. The robot actually, when the way the operation works is the patient's asleep. I'll make multiple small incisions, and I'll put my instruments, and then there's a console. So I bring the robotic machine and connect it to these ports.
Okay.
Put my instruments in, and then I will go to the console and I'll take over. So I'm doing the operation. The robot's allowing me to zoom in and do these fine maneuvers.
Okay.
The camera is wonderful because it's 2 eyes. So the camera itself has 2 channels, one for the left eye, one for the right eye.
Wow.
So the precision to be able to zoom in and see, in 3 dimension is a huge advantage.
Okay.
And then, of course, when I'm done with the operation and the tumor's been removed, I come back in, remove the instruments, close everything up, and it can take an hour to 2.5 hours, depending on how complex the operation.
Right.
And again, the robot will mimic your hand movements. So when you sit at the console and you move this, then the actual instrument is doing the exact same thing that your hands are doing.
Right.
And some of the fine things we like to, when you zoom in the robot, we'll do some demos for patients or community events, and you'll have, like, for example, a $5 bill, and you can zoom in and you can actually see on on the Lincoln Memorial all the names of the states on the $5 bill by zooming in with a robot.
Wow.
So
wow.
I challenge people to take your $5 bill out and be able to see all those states, because you won't be able to.
No. Well, maybe next time you come on, we'll have some video that would actually
Okay.
show the robotic operation or
that
something
would be
similar.
great.
That would be awesome. So lung cancer, you know, how do people prevent lung cancer?
Well, lung cancer is unfortunately the #1 killer of all cancers, and that's not just for men, but also for women. Smoking is the #1. 90% of people who get lung cancer were former smokers.
Right.
Pollution does play a role. So if people are exposed to pollution or environmental, meaning if you work in a certain job that you're on fumes or a lot of inhalants, so obviously protecting yourself with a mask, but making sure that people quit smoking or don't start smoking.
Right.
Secondhand smoke is a small risk. It's not as
gonna
bad
ask
if
you.
you're, but it'd be nice if you don't get exposed to secondhand
Right,
smoke. And,
right.
you know, California is very progressive in terms of our restaurants and all the places to make sure we don't have smoking in public places. But the #1 is quitting smoking.
Right. Well, you know, it's surprising to me with all of the reports that you have out there, why are people still smoking?
It's a great question. You know, when the Surgeon General came out and said that smoking had caused cancer, we had about 50 million Americans who were smokers or former smokers. That number did drop down to about 20, 22 million, but that hasn't changed. So we got the number down, but we haven't been able to. So I think some of it's education. I wish I had that magic answer, but I don't know. It seems to be that there's certain people who want, and that's a hard habit to break.
Right, exactly, exactly. And then at what point do you think you need to have screening done to make sure that you don't have any lung cancer? What are some of the...
Oh, that's a great question. Lung cancer screening has kind of been a topic that we've debated in the medical circle for a long time. And we didn't have a good answer. We tried chest x-ray, that didn't work very well. And very recently, there was a New England Journal of Medicine article that showed that screening with CAT scans for lung cancer saved lives. And it took time, and eventually it got approved. And so there's a group of patients that the study showed. So if you're over the age of 55 to about the age of 75, and you were a former smoker, and you didn't have any symptoms, meaning chest pain or coughing and things like that, that you would get a yearly lung cancer screening could save lives. It would detect cancers. And the CAT scan, too, for patients who are worried, it's a low-dose screening, so it's just a little bit more radiation than an X-ray.
Okay.
But the detail of a CAT scan is so much better.
Right.
I tell patients the difference between an X-ray and a CAT scan is like, you know, maybe a 2-dimensional picture versus a 3-dimensional movie.
Oh, wow.
Right. So the ability to see and find things, and if your lung cancer screening is abnormal, then they'll have you see a specialist and deal. And if it's clear, then you keep getting it every year. Okay. You know, for me, I think the passion when it comes to lung cancer is get people to not smoke or quit. And if you were a former smoker, I encourage everyone to ask your doctor about getting a lung cancer screening.
Okay.
And if you happen to have something and you need to have surgery on your lung, I encourage patients to find a robotic surgeon who can do your lung surgery, because it's just a better, safer, you know, better outcome surgery. Hopefully they won't need the surgery. Hopefully they quit or they don't smoke in the first place. But if they do, we can catch it with a lung cancer screening. And if so, then we can do kind of state-of-the-art surgery if they need it.
So when someone is smoking, is it like, what if somebody only smoked for a year, and then you have somebody who smoked for 30 years? Is there still the risk of the year?
Yes, but it's a lot smaller.
Okay.
It is definitely related to not only how long you smoke, but how much you smoke.
Oh, okay.
So we use the term pack year. So if you smoke 3 packs a day for a year, that you would have 3-pack year. Versus if you smoked half a pack for 5 years, you'd only have 2.5-pack year.
I see.
So it's not just the amount of the cigarettes, but also how long we kind of multiply them, and that's how you find out.
I see. All right, well, that's good to know, because I would imagine that people would be like, well, you know, I only smoke so much, but actually it could be just as bad.
Yes, no, it could
okay.
be. So, and you know, unfortunately, some people, genetics plays a role. We're
Right.
trying to find all those things out, but even a small exposure, if you have the certain genes, could put you at higher risk than somebody who might have had more exposure, but they don't have those genes. And
So there is no gene, is there a gene test for that at all? Because I know they're starting to
Not
do that with breast cancer.
correct. For lung cancer, they are in the tumor. We're finding mutations, and if you have those, then we're finding that there are medications and things that can help you.
Good, great. Well, gosh, great information.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much for being on. I really appreciate
my pleasure, and this has been great. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And if you have any questions or need more information, you can always go to memorialcare.org/SB Cancer. We'll be right back after this.
Breast cancer takes patients down paths they never expected, and Memorial Care Comprehensive Breast Center at Saddleback can help navigate the way. We provide multidisciplinary breast care services for the early detection, diagnosis, and treatment of breast cancer using state-of-the-art technology in a personalized environment designed to meet the needs of each woman.
Well, hello, folks. Hey, I'd like to welcome you to our segment with El Toro Pharmacy. And today we have, of course, one of the owners of El Toro Pharmacy. We have Anjali Oza. Come on over, Anjali. Good to see you again. Welcome. And I'd like to welcome back Billy Khalid. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, Billy.
Billy? Okay. Now, you saw me come in on this scooter here. Let's come a little bit more together so we stay in frame. And first, tell us a little bit about what's going on over at El Toro Pharmacy.
Yeah.
I know you're helping out with flu shots and
So we're
shingles shots and all kinds of stuff, right?
We're strong in flu shots right now. I think a lot of people are kind of waiting to get their flu shots, but we recommend everyone come in right away to get it before the flu season really kicks off. And if you're traveling, I think we really recommend everyone to come in, go ahead and get that. Right now, the shingle shot is on back order, but we have a list going. So as soon as we get it in, we'll give everyone a call to have everyone come in and get that first dose.
And this is the newer one?
The newer one, the more effective, yeah.
So Christine is doing a great job with that.
Yeah, she is.
They'll be coming in a little bit stronger and a little bit more available soon, right?
Exactly, yeah.
All right, so you came along. Now, what is your title again? I forget.
The DME Services Repair Manager.
Okay, and today you brought along this scooter. It's the GoGo scooter, the Pride, and the main reason you wanted to bring it in is because people really like these type of apparatus, EVCs, is that what they're called? Electronic vehicle, something like that. But they want to know, well, I've got one of these, how do I transport it? How do I get it in my car? And how easy it is to break it down. You saw me coming in here, they're very easy to maneuver. A lot of fun, got a little horn.
Yeah.
There we go. So, you're gonna show us how to break this down, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Should we time you?
So like Ken said, this is one of our most popular, it's very small, very compact, and the fact that you can take it apart into 5 pieces. First, we're gonna start off by turning off the unit. Okay. Step number 1, basket comes off. Okay. The seat here, lift, twist. Take it out, there's another part.
Wow, that's really easy.
Okay. Third part right here is the battery, comes straight out. Okay. And the back. Where the motor's at, just lift, guide it.
So that's it.
Now you got 5 pieces. You can also, for smaller cars, drop the handle.
That's really easy.
Now you got 5
And
pieces.
so you got the
sitting.
5 pieces, and would this be the heaviest?
This would be about 30 pounds.
Okay,
Being the
all right.
heaviest piece of the.
Okay, which is, might be difficult for some people, but other people, they're going to be able to do that.
Yes, sir.
Do that fine. And obviously, this would fit in most cars. Of course, if you have a van, an SUV, or something like that, it's a lot easier. So let's put it back together.
Yes, sir.
The same way? You put the handles up first, or?
So you can put the handles up.
Okay. And this is, these are all adjustable, right? The
Yes.
handle, how high the handle goes up, the steering and the seat and all that.
So the tiller doesn't extend this way.
Okay.
up, but you can go as far as forward.
Oh, I see, which of course would make it taller. Okay, that's
Yes,
good
sir.
to know.
Okay, then you got the back here. And always lock this guy in place.
Okay.
Make it easier for you. Lift, guide it through, drop, battery pack.
And the seat weighs less than the battery. Okay. And then of course
It looks bulkier.
I'll do this because this is. Now, I have a question for you, and either one of you can answer this. These are actually pretty speedy, and can you govern the speed down on these? And there's a reason I ask. I see these a lot, especially when I go to a Disneyland.
Yeah.
And I've seen people, and they're usually ones that they're renting there, kind of get away from them. And, I've seen them hit people with them and things like that. Now, I remember we rented one for my dad, and I forget what brand it was. All I know, it had 4 wheels. And it seems there was like a governor on it that we could, or you could make it much slower.
Yeah, you can.
So you got this speed adjuster right here. So the fastest this guy can go is about 4 miles per hour.
Okay, which is pretty fast.
Yeah, pretty fast.
Yeah.
And the turning on it also can scare somebody.
Right,
but
right.
If you put it at the lowest speed,
Yeah.
It's very slow.
Now, if someone comes in, they're looking for something. I know you have different models, right? And one of the best things to do is, I don't know if they get with you, Billy, or with you, or whoever, is finding the right one for the right person.
Yes, sir. No,
right?
Actually.
And I know how important this is because my dad recently, he went to the state fair in New Mexico, and he bought this stand-up thing, and maybe it was good quality, but it wasn't right for him.
Yeah.
And he fell off it because he got it where he got it. He was fine. They're not going to take it back or anything. There's no recourse, which is too bad. So you need to come into a place like El Toro Pharmacy. You got experts there. They're not only going to find the right one that will fit you, but somebody like Billy here will help you figure out how to store it, how to take it apart, put it back together. And of course, Angela, you got to just the staff over there.
We have a great team, and I
Really
do
nice
recommend
people.
everyone just come in, try it out. We have a great space outside where you can practice.
Yeah.
We
See,
definitely
that's a
don't
good-
want you
that's a
to
good
leave
thing, too.
until you're comfortable with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, getting back quickly to the flu shots and those, do they have to schedule them? Do they have to go through their doctor? Because I know that's just a really important topic right now.
It is, yeah. No, actually, we're doing walk-ins.
Okay.
If you want to schedule an appointment, that's fine too. But we're actually doing walk-ins every single day. And
Okay.
there's no wait for them once you come in for
Do
that.
they need an insurance card or something like that?
Yeah, if you have Medicare, bring your Medicare card.
Okay,
If you have
good
your
to know.
insurance, bring your insurance card.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else going on? Holidays are coming up. You
yeah.
got some specials?
we got
so
our
we have
sales.
Okay.
All right, we got our sales that's going to go throughout the rest of this month. It's $100 off on lift chairs and scooters.
All right.
So it doesn't matter what brand it is, it's going to be $100 off.
Okay. And when someone purchases one of these, do you offer like a service contract, or how does that work?
So we do a 6-month on the scooters and lift chairs, labor free.
Okay.
You call us whatever time, and then we'll come out and fix it and repair it for you.
All right. And these are very reliable to begin
Yes.
with. There's not going to be a lot of problems with this, but maybe you need some sort of adjustment or a quick brush-up lesson or whatever it might be.
Yeah, and then we do have a special Bionic Trunk Show on December 7th. It was actually voted one of Oprah's favorite things, and we have those slippers that she loves
Now, what are
coming
these?
in today. So the Bionic shoes, I have them on today,
Okay.
was voted as Oprah's favorite things. So not necessarily these boots, but there's these Gemma slippers that she has just put on her favorite 2018 list.
Are they like heated or something?
No,
or just
I think they're
slippers?
just very comfortable, very soft.
right.
It gives you the arch support, and we have our trunk show on December 7th. From 10 to 4, and then those slippers are actually coming in our store today.
Okay.
So.
All right, there you go. Come in different colors and both
yeah,
men and women.
Yeah, just for women
Okay,
actually,
just-
but
well,
we do have
doesn't
slippers
mean men
for
can't put 'em
yes,
on. Yeah.
exactly.
It doesn't matter. Just get a darker color if you like them.
Exactly.
You know, it really doesn't matter nowadays, right?
Yes.
Well, I want to thank you both for coming on today.
Thank
it was
you.
wonderful. Thanks for bringing this. And you can see how El Toro Pharmacy can help you out in a lot of different things, whether you need a scooter, a walker, a lift chair, or your flu shots.
Yes.
They got you, or the slippers.
Yes,
they
or
got
the
you covered.
slippers.
Thank you.
All right.
both
Thank you
for
so
coming in.
much, Ken.
Good to see you again.
Appreciate it.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Thanks for showing this to us.
You want to ride it again?
Yeah, here, let me write it out. He showed me how to put it in reverse. You don't have this on superpower, do you? Goodbye.
At El Toro Pharmacy, your health needs and your quality of life is our top priority. We can be trusted with all your prescription needs, delivered free to your doorstep. Call us to have your prescription transferred. We will take care of everything. No hassle to you. We are a full-service pharmacy carrying all your over-the-counter medicines at competitive prices. And we offer complete diabetic care and your immunization requirements too. Under new management, come visit us in Moulton Plaza. El Toro Pharmacy will never be undersold, and we offer the finest after-sales services.
I just love that ring. Where'd you get it?
I got it at the jewelry box. I saw it on Facebook, and then I went in and bought it. They have the most unique, awesome pre-owned pieces for amazing prices.
The Jewelry Box of Lake Forest, voted best jewelry store in Orange County for 8 straight years, offering unmatched prices on fine jewelry and watches, refurbished to new condition.
Visit us in our store or shop our website for just arrived items.
The Jewelry Box. It's about trust.
Welcome back and Happy New Year to you. This is my first day back for 2019. And if you didn't catch the Rose Bowl yesterday, I was lucky enough to go because my son goes to the Ohio State University. Here's my tickets. I've got my Buckeye, Brutus. It was awesome. We had such a good time. So if you're a Washington fan, I'm sorry. It was a great game for Ohio State, although Washington did certainly make a few touchdowns to make it a little scary towards the end. I've got a couple of pictures in front of the Rose Bowl. It was just really fun to be there. I'd never been before, and I've lived in California all of my life, so it really was a treat to be able to go. We've got some other photos there. We have Brutus, who sat right next to us, and we were in the student section, so we were really close to the game. And we got these lucky little scarves from Taco Bell, and so it was really a fun time. So if you haven't ever been, definitely go. And we got to, watch Urban Meyer probably coaching his last game. Doesn't sound like he's coming back, but you never know. He didn't say never, so he could be back. But anyway, that was really fun. I just wanted to share that with you. Okay, so movies. Friday, January 4th is one of my all-time favorite movies, The Sound of Music. I have been watching this forever. An apprentice nun tasked with caring for the children of a retired naval officer finds herself falling in love with him as the Nazi invasion of Austria looms on the horizon. Of course, it's a musical. Cara Toynton, Julianne Ovenden, and Alexander Armstrong, among Julie Andrews and a variety of other popular people are in this. So it's really an exciting and fun sing-along movie. And that's going to be on Friday at 2 and 7 p.m. And then on Monday, January 7th, we have at 2 and 6 p.m., we have Colette, and that's starring Keira Knightley. And it is about Colette, who is pushed by her husband to write novels under his name. Upon their success, she fights to make her talents known, challenging gender norms. After moving to Paris, author Sidonie Gabrielle Colette agrees to ghostwrite a semi-autobiographical novel for her husband. Its success soon inspires her to fight for creative ownership and overcome the societal constraints of the early 20th century. As I mentioned, it has Keira Knightley, Eleanor Tomlinson and Dominic West, and that is kind of a biography drama history, and that'll be on Monday, January 7th at 2 and 6 p.m. And then some of our other movies we have coming out on Fridays, we have Operation Finale, The Death of Stalin, and then Air Force One. And then we have The Little Mermaid, so maybe you'll have your grandchildren out to watch that. Alpha, and then The Catcher Was a Spy. So we've got a couple different things. Okay, so Irvine Valley College, if you think you've got what it takes to be on stage, they're having auditions. And the auditions will be for, I believe it's South Pacific, and that'll be on January 22nd and January 23rd at 7 p.m. And that will be something fun for you to go ahead and test your abilities. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. Pretty nice out, boy. Crisp this morning. I think it was 38 degrees if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty chilly for around here, although yesterday I was with a bunch of Ohioans who are like, this is not cold. So in any case, I still was cold. Sunny and cold, 62-40. Tomorrow, 64-42. Friday, 63-44. And then the weekend, oh no, increasing clouds, a little overnight rain, 59-48. And then rainy possibly on Sunday, 57-56. And around town, I know it's pretty chilly in Mammoth. Boy, my friends up there, it's about 7 degrees. So we're looking at North OC 64, pretty much in the low 60s. Around town, Big Bear 37-18, and then Palm Springs 62-39. So, chilly. Okay, so tomorrow we have the Old Pros. The OC Grand Jury is going to be here, someone from that. The Globe Headlines and Robert's Rules. So we've got a good show for you tomorrow. And don't forget, if you're watching our 9:30 live show this morning, what we'll be following is the GRF meeting right at 9:30. So stay tuned for that. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.